Hailed a success to carry a strike Group 25 led by HMS Prince of Wales returned home after 8 months away. Lots of good news stats to reel off. 40,000 miles travelled, 12 countries visited, carrier force at full operating capability, trained with 30 nations, and the list goes on. The usual lovely pics of families reunited in Plymouth and Portsmouth and Haakonsvern. Now that's Norway's main navy base and it's near Bergen. The frigate, His Norwegian Majesty's Roald Amundsen, was part of the strike group for the whole journey.
We work with all allies and partners, whether you're in the Mediterranean, the Indian Ocean, you plug in to all the nations there. This group's operated with over 25 nations as they've gone. I say the Norwegians, we're absolutely privileged to have them from start to finish. Spaniards, Australians, New Zealand. I'll miss some, but you know that's the beauty. It's international in its design, and the Americans played a key part as well.
Before heading for Haakonsvern, the Royal Amundsen called in to Portsmouth, a final chance to say goodbye to their British colleagues and celebrate a groundbreaking deployment for the Royal Norwegian Navy. This ship, along with the tanker Maud, had travelled farther east than any Norwegian Navy ship before. A massive step up in terms of Norwegian ambition. But why? Why does Norway want to align itself so closely with the UK?
The first reason is Russia. Russia poses a much more imminent threat as compared to just a few years ago. And the second aspect is the United States and the re-elect of Donald Trump as president, because he does not want to anymore be the primary security guarantor in terms of conventional forces, only nuclear forces, which means that Europe has to take more care of its own security on its own continent.
Norwegian sailors meeting the British and Norwegian defence secretaries in Portsmouth. Lots of talk about how well they work together.
Well, I think the carrier strike group, 8 months on deployment, 40,000 nautical miles, and Norway with us every mile of the way. And this is the way that I think the strength of our allies helps protect us, and it helps say to adversaries like Russia, we're united, we're strong, and we're getting stronger.
CSG25 did work with the Americans during the course of its mission. Tellingly, though, this time there was no permanent US ship in the strike group, leading to another reason why Norway is gaining importance for the Royal Navy.
From a UK perspective, to fill its own gaps in its own force structure with like-minded maritime nations that can easily cooperate under a UK command, and Norway are among those most likely nations that can contribute with naval capacities to a certain extent under a British chain of command.
Medal time for the Norwegian families, celebrating the ship's achievements, knowing the way the wind's blowing cold from the east, their near neighbour to the west looks set to become an even more important ally. Tim Cooper, BFBS Forces News. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.